Sorry, we done got off
Um,
on. We
no,
joking.
you're fine. I did have a couple more questions, but
Okay.
I think you answered. Hold on. Okay, so you already answered my number 8 question. So the next question I had after your testimony was, what advice would you give to women or men who are or were in your situation before Jesus saved you? Like,
Oh,
now,
that's
like
good.
that you're saved, like what would you give these people who struggle with the addiction, who struggle with the lust, who struggle with the marijuana use and alcohol and the men? Like, what would you say to them?
I would say that your worth is bigger than that. That your purpose is bigger than that. That the consequences that come from, alcohol, smoking, being sexually free is what I used to call it. Um, there's consequences to all of that. And it's like, we all think, oh, I'm grown, I can take the consequences. I just want to live my life the way that I want to live my life. You have every right to do so. But
Right.
the whole reason that you take advice from other people that have been where you are and are a little bit older, because there's wisdom that comes with going through something, getting through it on the other side, and then be able to look back and hopefully reach my hand back out to someone else and say, look, sis, I've been there.
Hmm.
Let you read my diary from back then for a month. Let me let you see some of these videos I have to see, you know?
Right.
So I would say to that person as well, whew, everything that seems fun is not necessarily good for you.
Amen.
Being free is not what it looks like. Headed down a destructive path, or um, enjoying and participating, engaging in destructive behaviors. How is that freedom?
Right.
You have no purpose, you have no direction, you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're going, you don't know who you can trust, you don't trust yourself, um, and you don't know the Lord, and like I said, I didn't know him for a long time, and I was trying to fill that space that is only for him with all of these things, and it never works. So you wonder why. Oh, I'm drinking more, but I feel worse. Oh, I'm smoking more, but I feel worse. Oh, I'm dating more, I'm having more sex, but I feel worse. I don't feel like I'm getting any, like I'm getting the peace that I desire. So
Right.
I would just, like I said, I would just tell them that you're worth more than that. You're worth more than a man using you for what you can give to him sexually. You're worth more than taking a chance getting an STD or getting pregnant, or,
Mhm.
you know, dating someone, that not even dating, but just going on a date and a dude tries to kill you or rape you, which has almost happened to me. And I'm
Right.
talking about in my 30s. This isn't in my 20s where I'm still learning. I'm a grown woman in my 30s and almost got raped and kidnapped at a hotel.
Right.
So it's like you have to make decisions. You can't follow your heart.
No, the heart is
Because the
deceitful above
heart is
all
deceitful
else.
above all else. So it's like, I just want to follow my heart. I just want to do what my heart tells me. It's like
Yeah.
your heart will lead you astray every single time.
Yep.
I would also tell those individuals, seek the truth, because as long as you are okay with living a lie or living in a lie, it'll always be somebody there, and even your own, conscious, or really just your brain, telling you that what you're doing is okay.
Hmm.
So if we sometimes get so far away from the truth that the lie becomes a whole lot more believable, because the truth, you haven't seen the truth. It's like the truth knocking on your door. You haven't seen it in so long. You're like, who are you? And he's like, hey, I'm the truth.
Right.
And you're like, no, that's not, no, I don't believe that. So that would be my advice for those individuals. Know your worth and really take a hard look at yourself, because I used to do a lot of self assessments
Hmm.
throughout my life, just sitting down and kind of figuring out where I'm at, where am I going? And I didn't always come up with answers, but I at least was learning myself. And I did a survey one time, and I asked some friends who had known me for years and some new coworkers. I said, what do y'all think about me? Just in general, like my behavior,
Right.
my talk. And the feedback that I got was eye-opening, because I'm like, oh, I had one friend that told me that I make too many jokes and I hurt her feelings. I had no idea, because I've always been a jokester. I had one friend that said, girl, when you get around dudes, you curse a lot. I didn't know that, so I would say surround yourself with people that are for the truth and that aren't just going to co-sign your bad behavior. Because if you look around and everybody is doing the same thing as you, that doesn't make it right.
Amen, sis. I agree.
It doesn't make it right,
No.
So, look for the light. I used to watch that movie Poltergeist, and that movie used to scare the crap out of me.
Mm-hmm.
All three of them. I wouldn't watch them now, thank God. But look for the light and look around you and look at how evil the world is.
Yes.
Look at all of the things that your friends are doing. And if you sat back and just took yourself out of the equation, that these are my friends, if your friend is sleeping with a married man, or if she's a sugar baby or, something like that, does that seem
right?
Does that seem like it would be right?
Right.
And like I said, when you're in the darkness, it's a whole lot easier to condone the darkness because that's all that you know. But it's like the truth is available to all of us. Jesus is available to all of us. So hopefully that answers your question.
It does. It was a really good answer too.
Thank you.
Really good answer. It's so true too. So true. And especially in this day and age too, like I have people tell me too that you can like tell the difference from, I don't want to say righteous because we're not righteous, but I'll say the good versus evil. Like you tell the evil in the good right now. And I agree with that because you could see it every day, right? We talk about this all the time, like you can see it. So it's like for those people who are listening, like try to spot it and like get really in tune with God and your spirit because the days are short, man. Jesus is coming back, I'm telling you.
Man, I'm telling
you. Around the corner.
Right around the corner.
Right around the corner, girl.
And you do not want to be caught dead without knowing Jesus.
Amen.
You can believe whatever you want to believe. And, I guess that's another piece of advice for them. You can, if you want to live and love your sin, then you're going to live and die with that sin and be able to experience it forever and ever and ever and ever. And
the lake of fire.
And think about all the bad memories, of things that have happened to you and the traumas and the sadness, the loss. Imagine that being on replay forever.
Right, exactly.
You don't want that
kind of torment.
Yeah, and it's a choice. So that would be my advice for them.